So आज हम देखेंगे how to solve the letter combinations of a phone number problem. So there are given a string containing digits from 2 to 9, and we have to return all the possible letter combination that that the number could represent. Okay, and return the answer in any order. Okay, for example, the user presses 2 and 3, so we have to write in the output like AD, AE, AF, BD, BE, BF, CD, CE, CF. That is, it may press first it press A, then it is pressing D. It might be possible that it is going to press first B then E. So we have to write all the combinations that are possible. Okay, like A with the D, then A with E, A with F, B with D, B with E, B with F, C with D, C with E, and C with F. Okay, so these are all the possible combinations we have to return into the output. Okay, so we'll see how to solve it using the recursion. Okay, so first we already seen the examples. So now we will deep dive into the recursive tree, how it is going to work. So what we will do, see, first we have a tree, first we have an digits. These digits are praised by the user. Okay, so initially we initialize a string with the empty string, and what we will do, we will store the what the values at position 2 will store. That is, whatever the value at the position 0, there are values are abc. Okay, so we'll store somewhere into the, okay, so there is a, there is B, and there is C initially. So what we will do, we will first remove this, and whatever will be the remaining is the whatever will the remaining, we will call to the, we'll call again it. Okay, so what we will do, we will just pass to the next call. We'll remove the first thing, and whatever the remaining is as the next call. Okay, and we'll append the first position. So we are going to append, so this is appended over here. Then what we'll do, again we will remove the first position, and whatever will be the at first position, the at 3 position, there is a D, there is E, and there is F. Okay, so what we will do, we will just whatever will be the into the answer, we'll just append one by first we'll append. So there is AD is append, so there is nothing is remain over here. So we'll just simply backtrack. Again what we will do, again we will there is a next position is E. So we'll again what we'll do, we'll again append to the A. Again there is nothing is remaining, so we'll again backtrack, and again we'll append the next positions, that is F. So we will append the AF. So as it is at the ending position, so what we will do, we will simply backtrack over here. Okay, we'll backtrack and backtrack again our next position, that is B. Okay, so we'll again go to the B position. Again the we will append the B to the our answer, and we will just simply remove the first position. So there is a B now. So what is at the 3 position, at 3 position there is a string like a D, E, and F. Okay, at the third position there are D, E, F. So first we'll append D to the position, so there is a BD. As there is nothing is remain, so we'll simply backtrack again to the next position, we'll move. So there is a E, so we'll simply append the B to the our answer. So there is a BE. Again we'll move to the next position, so there is F. So again we'll append it to the BF. As nothing is remaining, we'll simply backtrack, and again we move to the next position as there is no one. So we'll again backtrack, and again backtrack, we'll move to the next position, and we will simply remove the first. So there is a 3, and what is at the 3 position, there is a string like D, E, and F. So we'll simply append the first position to the C. So it is a CD. As there is nothing is remaining, so we'll simply backtrack. Again we'll remove the first position, and we will append the next position to the whatever is our answer. So CE, and again there is nothing is remained over here, so we'll simply backtrack. Again what we will do, we'll again append the next position to the our answer. As nothing is remaining, we'll simply backtrack, again move to the next position. As there is nothing, so we'll simply backtrack to the 23. Okay, and yes, our answer. So all the leaf nodes are our answers. So see, all the possible combinations are generated. Now we will see the code for it. Okay, so see what we'll do. First we need uh the okay, so what we'll do, we have to store the mappings, or there like 2 is ABC, 3 is DEF, 4 is GHI, 5 is JKL. So what we'll do, we will create a vector of strings, of string, name it as like keypad, name it like is keypad. So see 0 and 1, so we will okay, we will access the mapping by using the indexes. Okay, so for example, at 0 indexes we don't put anything, at first index we don't put anything, from 2 to 9 we'll put, like for at index 2 we'll put ABC, at index 3 we'll put DEF. Okay, so first I will just keep back, we will push back, push back empty string, as 0th position we don't need, and first position also we don't need. Okay, so keypad dot pushback. Okay, we don't need the position. Okay, sorry. Okay, then again, okay, now this is our 0th index, this is our 0th index, this is our 0th index, this is our first index, and so on. So at second index we need ABC. Okay, at third index we need DEF. At at fourth index we need GHI. At fifth index we need JKL. At sixth index we need MNO. At seventh index we need PQRS. At eighth index we need TUV. And at ninth index we need WXYZ. Okay, so we need only we have, okay, so we need only 2 to 9. Okay, we need 2 to 9. Okay, okay, so what we'll do, we'll write some we'll create some uh, answer string, which we will write the answer, and we'll pass into the some recursive function, we'll call some recursive function. Okay, so first thing what we'll do, first we need to pass the digits. Okay, we need to pass the digits, then we need to pass, okay, see, we need to pass them. I'll just erase. Okay, then we need to pass the empty string. Okay, we need to pass the empty string. Okay, so we'll pass the empty string, and then we'll need to pass the some we'll pass keypad. Okay, we need to pass the keypad, and we need to pass the answer. Okay, we'll store all the answers into this. Okay, and keypad, okay, keypad is just our to get the values. Okay, it's just a mapping. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll write a recursive function void solve. First thing is there is a string which is of digits. Then there will be like string which is of answer, which is empty string initially. Then we have an vector of string which we are going to return. Okay, it's ampersand of answer, and we'll say it as str. Okay, we'll say it as str. This is our answer, and we also need the keypad vector string of keypad. See, what is our base case? Our base case is when our string is empty. See, whenever our string is going to be empty, we will just simply return at that time. Okay, so we will return when our string is empty. That means whenever our digits are going to be 0, where our whenever our digits is equals to empty string, at that time we'll simply return. But before that, we will push our answer into the answer. Okay, we'll push our string into the answer. Okay, so we'll push, okay, answer, okay, answer dot push back our str. Okay, we'll push our str. Okay, okay, this is now okay. So first thing what we are going to do actually, see, whenever we are at position over here, we are going to call with a also, we are going to call with b also, and we are going to call with c also. So but what are the, what is a, what is b, and what is c, and how we are going to call that? Okay, so what is the a actually? A, B, C are the characters at position second. See, both all of them are character at position 2. Okay, so what we'll do, first we will store the all the values. See, we will store all the values at position of zeroth index. Okay, at the zeroth index of the string. Okay, see, here also we are, what we will do, done, we will store all the df. What are the df are the characters at index 3. Okay, so we'll store that, and then we will call the functions for d function for with a with f. Okay, so we'll see. First we need, first what we'll need, we need the key, that is string key. But what is the key? Key is the, key is the characters at position 2, and where we will store the characters. For example, this is at second index. Okay, so okay, so we need to access that. How we are going, so we will write it as keypad. Okay, see, we have to fetch in digits, we have an string. Okay, we have a string. For example, here we have an, see, here we have string 2 comma 3. So we have to fetch the, we have to fetch, and it is okay. So see, in keypad, in keypad, if we have to fetch abc, we will fetch it as keypad of 2. Okay, but this 2, we as we have we already we passed it as string. Okay, so we have an 2 like this, we have an 2 like this 23. So we, for example, our example is 23. So we'll, when we have to fetch the values at second index, so this can be fetched using this. So what we will do, we'll write it as keypad of digits of zeroth position. See, digits of zeroth position will give will give the 2 only, will give the 2, but it is in the string format. So we need to convert it into the integer. So we'll simply use the ASCII code. So if we delete the zeroth character value from it, it will give you the value at whatever will the value at. Okay, so for example, the, okay, so digits of 0 is equals to 2, it means its value is going to be the character at 2. Okay, it will going to the character at 2, and minus, if we minus the 0, if we minus the 0, so it is going to be the, its answer is always 2. Okay, its value is character, its integer value is 50, and zeroth value is 48. So 50 minus 48 will give you the, will give you the integer value. Okay, so for like that we will access that. So what we are going to write over here, we are going to write here digits of, as we are only interested into the zeroth index, so we'll write it as digits of 0, and we'll minus 0 to get it into the integer format. So what actually we done here, for example, we have, we digits passed it as 23, as a string, we are going to pass it as 23. So what this line does, this line does digits of a 0, that is it first gets 2 and it's minus the 0, so we are going to get over here the 2. And what is the keypad of 2? Keypad of 2, we are going to string abc, so this will get the value abc. Okay, and yes, we are interested in that only. Okay, so what after that? Now we have an key and the key value is abc. After that, what is our next task? Okay, the next task is very simple. What we are going to do? Okay, see what we are going to do. We will again call the same function by appending the first position. Again we will call the same function by appending the second one. Again we are going to call the same function by appending the third one. Okay, so we write it as like this: solve. So what? Okay, what we are going to do? Digits. But see, again, whenever we are calling the same function, we are trimming the first position, and we will taking from the second position. Okay, so we will use the digits dot sub str and take it from the, okay, so left the zeroth position and take it from the first position. So we are taking it from the first position and take all the remaining characters from the first position. Okay, left the zeroth position and take all the characters from the first position only. Okay, then after what we are going to do? See, first thing is okay, now we are going to append the first position for first call. Okay, so it will be the str plus key of key of key of zeroth position. Okay, then what we are going to do? Then after that we are going to pass answer as it is, keypad as it is. Okay, then what is the next call? The next call is solve. Okay, it's solve. It's similarly, what is the difference in that only? First we already passed. Okay, see, we already passed it as with a. Now we need to pass it key with 1, and thereafter we need to pass it with 2. Okay, okay, so this function. Okay, so this already done. Now see, it is first a with d, a with e, a with f. Okay, so this function will work fine. And yes, how many times it is called? It is times the number of key times. But see, there are also when the user pressed it as PQRS, that means if our number is 73, in that case we need the extra call. Okay, we need the extra call and we need to write it as 0123. Okay, so to avoid this, we will keep those portion into the for loop. Okay, and how many times it will run? It will run the number of key times. Okay, whatever will be our key. So for example, if our key is pqrs, then it will be call and key times. Okay, so we will write it as then for loop int I equals to 0 and take I less than key dot length of, and thereafter I plus plus, and thereafter we'll call the solve function. The first thing is digits, that is remove the first and take all these characters. Uh, yeah, okay. Yes, take all the characters after that, and we'll pass str plus key of I and answer and comma keypad, which our keypad is constant. Okay, so we'll just simply remove the code. Okay, this is done. This is done. Okay, we need to return answer. To return answer. Okay, and always pass the answer as by reference, because we don't need to create the multiple copies for multiple function calls. We only need single copy of that, the copy of the answer. Okay, so we now try to run it. Okay, there is a compile error, that is answer comma keypad. Okay, there is comma needed, we write it full stop. Okay, no matter. Okay, there, what is the problem out there? Of subsets. Okay, there is not a subset, there is a sub str, which removes the first character and take all the remaining characters of the digits string. Okay, okay. If the empty string, we need to write nothing, so we'll write over here, if the digits if the digits equals to empty, then what we'll do, we'll directly return okay. Okay, it is accepted. Now we try to submit it. Okay, thank you so much. Hope this is working well. Okay, if you understood the video, please like the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.